Coach, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I like your cap.
Well, you know, we are working for Ghana.
Yeah.
So definitely you should look like a Ghanaian.
You look and then that outfit, you look pretty young in it.
Yes, you know, when you are able to look after yourself well, I think you will still look young till you go back to your God.
So how old are you?
It's my problem.
Oh, this is my problem. So when were you born?
Let's go through.
No, when were you born?
October.
October 1960, 1930, 1950?
60. 5, 10, 60.
Wow. 1960. Hey,
5, 10, 60.
Hey, Coachy. You look younger than that. You look younger than that. So, where were you born?
Well, I was born in Sawam,
Okay.
Zongo. Precise. School there. Started my football there. So I would say all my life, if it comes to football, all my life was football throughout. So I would tell you I'm a practical, genuine Zongo boy from Sawam.
Practical, genuine Zongo boy, yes, from Sawam.
Yes.
And you've stayed in Sawam all your life?
All my life till football takes me out.
Wow.
Yes.
But what tribe are you?
Is that?
What tribe are you? You speak Hausa?
I have all the tribes in my family, but I'm Hausa and Ada Krobo.
Oh, okay.
So you see, at the end of the name, there's a name called Kavuti, just from Pong and then Somaya area.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So my house is there.
What does it mean?
Why are you asking so many questions? Let's go.
What does it mean? Let's go.
Let's go.
You don't even understand your own language.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Because two of my siblings, they grew up there.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm the first one of the family.
Oh, okay.
So my other side of grandmother also took me away.
Oh,
so
okay.
seriously, so anytime they talk about, when I go there and they start talking, I use their gun to answer a lot of questions. But gradually I'm picking up.
Oh, Kochi, you've been left behind.
No.
You've been left behind.
No.
You've been left behind.
No, yes,
Oh.
but I've been paying visit. I go there all the time.
No, you go there all the time, but you've been left behind in terms of the language.
Well, it's a fact. But the children are okay with it.
They speak.
They speak well.
Very well.
Very well.
Oh, well, that one you've tried.
Because I did not do the mistake my parents did.
Okay.
You know, I always advise if you married an Ewe woman,
okay,
make sure the children can talk with Ewe.
Okay.
Yes, because I experienced something when I went to Togo. Some part of me are from Togo.
Okay.
I went to Togo. They just open my room, they talk Kotokoli, and they go. Whether I got it or not, they don't care. They don't care. Till my brother will come and say this and that. It wasn't easy for me. So I learned a lot of things out of it that no. Try to teach your children your local language. It's very, very important.
Then you really
even my children in Britain and Europe, I've been telling them, look, I don't want the grandchildren to come home unless you speak English before you can talk to them. And they are in Britain. So this, I've been talking to people, try to teach them the language because it's very, very important.
How many children do you have?
7.
You have 7 children?
Yes, but some are coming more.
You're a proper striker?
Yes, it should have been more than the number, but let's take it 7.
No, it should have been more than 7.
Yeah, they are more than 7.
Hey, so you don't only strike well on the field, you strike well in the bedroom?
Well, I want my family to be big. You know, it is also very important in the local setting that you have a big family. You solve your own problems. If you're a big family, you solve your own problems. And I have a WhatsApp with myself and my only children.
Oh, okay.
We talk a lot on it. We solve our problems, this and that. So anytime I'm with them, I feel proud of myself. 7
children with how many wives?
Oh, 1.
1 wife?
One.
As a good man with 1 wife?
Oh, 1. Because the work will not give me the chances to go. You know, today you are home, tomorrow you are here, tomorrow it's too much for me.
Then you have plenty girlfriends outside?
No, for girlfriends, forget that was then.
Then?
Yes.
You had plenty girlfriends?
No, the guy, if you see me, you know when I was young like you, I was nice, and you know, women like names.
Nice. Yeah.
Women, they like names, and all along from the tender age to today, is sports throughout. And I'm very, very self-disciplined, seriously. You will never see me out, even in some. Seeing me outside is around 4 o'clock. I'll go to my base, not base, just we'll pray 6, 7, and I'll go back home. This all my here. I'm in Accra, but people don't see me. I'm losing.
So all the numerous girlfriends you had, you never had a child with any of them?
Oh, I had two. One at Kasua, one and the other two at Mambo.
Oh, okay.
Mambo Ashanti. She's living in Europe.
Oh.
She's called Karima.
Oh, okay.
And the one here to Zainab.
Oh, okay.
So Zainab Zita, she's Zita.
Oh, okay. Then you strike where you don't miss.
No.
When you strike, you score.
What is the essence of living in the world?
How did you get into football?
Well, it's like schooling. We start from school, and I did all sports, running, doing this, play. But it was like for the football, it was me. People come to take me to some villages to go and play for them. And I was a striker. I started as a goalkeeper, then to a striker. We went outside to play a game during the early stages, and then the left winger got injured, so I said I can play, and I went there to play. But outside the school or outside, I play as number 9. But when I come home, I play as number 3.
Were you a community champion?
Yes. Seriously, I was. Or I were.
How would you describe those days?
It was fantastic, especially when, that time people enjoy these school activities. When it comes to sports in school, I ran, I play, very learned, you see. So it's like anywhere I go, Zito is here, Zito is here, Zito is here. And people were pampering me like, they admired me. And my father too gave me a lot of backing. Yeah.
And so which club did you start your football with? So just take that story from where you started your football with all the way up to the national team.
In Sawam, we have a coast team.
Okay.
And I play for one Mr. Opoku working at what do you call it? Canary, in some Canary. Okay. So along the line, it was difficult for me when I was growing up. No money, nothing. Sometimes, anytime I talk about this, I feel it. I feel today my father is alive. I'll go to school without job money. There was a time, my father is a mason, a very intelligent mason. He went and get a job and then charge less than what he's supposed to charge because he want to
do the job and get the money.
To get the money because of me. And he ended up in police station. They took him to court. And then when he narrated his story, the judge said, do you see this job and the money you give to this old man match? He said, no. I said, then you should go and work and then pay him. Do all because of me.
So he did the work and was not paid out?
No, the money he received was less than what he's supposed to.
He was supposed to get?
Yes, because he wanted to come and satisfy my needs.
Okay.
That was the issue. So later, when he couldn't get the money to pay back, and the work too, he couldn't do it because the money was less. You understand me? So he took him to the police station, they went to the court, and then he narrated his story.
So as in, he didn't finish the job he was supposed to do for the person?
So they said,
and the man took him to court?
Yes, so pay him more, and then let him go and finish. He paid, and then my father finished the job.
So you're from a difficult home like that?
Very, very difficult home. And sometimes I even go to school without your money. Well, you go to work, then when you get something, you will send the boy to bring it to me in school. If not, after the recess, the afternoon, I'll go to my grandma in the market and then I'll eat. Nobody knows what is happening to me. Nobody. To the extent that, Salah, they sold.
Yeah.
Like this year, he sold a nice trouser for me. The following year, he couldn't get money so I have to go and make some alterations. Then there was online here, black and yellow. So my friends started calling me a brass band trouser. And today I can hit my chest and tell you I have more than 30 trousers. And those who said that, I've clothed them before. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for me.
How did that mold you to be who you are?
Well, in fact, anytime I look at my father, it gives me the hope to work seriously to save the family. It's a serious look. I was given 4 scholarships. I couldn't even go. When I went to what do you call it, Kwauma, then because of prospectus, I have to come back and finish Form 4. No money, nothing. Very, very clever. You see how difficult I grew up. But Alhamdulillah, we thank God.
One of the things I always say often, and one of my followers on my social media handles would say this. I keep saying that may our children never be proud to say anywhere that they came from a poor home. That's actually what you have been able to do. Your children will go like, no, my father provided for me.
I told them, and especially with the firstborns, when you are able to look after a firstborn well, it means the rest of the siblings will be okay. So the whole family, from the mother's side and the father's side, and the first grandchild. First grandchild.
Oh, so there's...
And my grandmother was loaded, but she died quick, early. So it was like I have to go back to my father. When I went to my father, I've never seen my father and the mother stay. Before I went, they divorced. So I have to be with my father alone.
So your father and mother...
They were divorced before me, even I grew up. But still, even though my mother...
We grew up with the fatherly love?
Yes.
Without the motherly love?
No. Seriously.
But did you ever meet your mother?
Oh, yeah. When I grew up, because of them, I normally see them talking together. When she comes to his home, she comes to pay a visit. She would talk, blah, blah, blah. There was a time he wanted even to bring her. I said, no, leave her where she is, and let's continue our life. I'm very, very factual of myself. I try to be very honest. I don't know what separated them. Why are you bringing her now? So leave her to enjoy her life somewhere.
Leave her to enjoy her life somewhere. Yeah. You see, you mentioned that thing that really touched me, which is about the torn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I told even my grandchild, he just left for Britain last Friday. Just Friday, he left for Britain. I told him all this story.
It takes me back. You see, some of the story they often relate. It takes me back to my days in secondary school, when I almost dropped out of school because of 51 Ghana cedis, 80 pesos. Yes. I remember going to my father to tell him that, I was just about to drop out of school because of 51 Ghana cedis, 80 pesos. My father could only give me 60 pesos. And guess what? My walk from my grandmother's place to my father's village was about 34 kilometers. I walked there for 60 pesos and walked back. So the moment you mentioned this, I was like, some of these things we can easily relate.
Yeah. Well, you see, you should not forget your root. You should not forget how you have been brought up. It will add a lot of positive vibe in you. It makes you work hard. It makes you fight for the future of the family. And I did that. And today, when you go to Insel, you want a poor man's house, nobody will point at my house. Nobody. Changed the life of my father.
Now let's go back to the earlier conversation, which was about the first club you started with and how you grew up to playing for Kotoko, to playing for the Black Stars and all that. Take us through that story.
Okay, as I told you, from school we played the game, and then when I finished, then I was employed by a factory called Ganaka.
Oh, okay.
Because of the man I played.
Oh, okay.
So we were there and then playing for Asamenkese Eastern Stars. So you see that most of us working with the factory goes to Asamenkese to play.
Okay.
So the then manager thought, then why not
You just come there.
So we bought the slot from Asamenkasi Eastern Stars to Ghana Camp. Then we qualified to the then Division 1.
Okay.
So that was the beginning. It was just the manager's brother qualified us. It was then that we brought CK, Agrifim, Kofi Paris, Ben Kusi, Ben Champo.
Those 1950s and 60s Black Stars players.
Because of Oinja.
Oh, okay.
Oinja brought me up.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm one of his pets. He likes me a lot because of my attitude towards the game. He likes me a lot. So he brought all these people to coaches. Then when we qualified to the Premier Division, that was the year they changed it to Gion Stars.
The youngsters?
Gion Stars.
Gion Stars, okay.
Where they brought in, they went to various like industrial areas where the factories are. They brought a lot of players there because we were then playing departmental leagues. So I was retired. They retired me.
They retired you how?
Because it's even still there. You play a club, qualify the player to the Premier Division. They will buy more players, and then they will tell you to go. So I decided not to play football again. So one day I was at the factory. Then I had a call that somebody wants me at the gates. I came. It was a nice gentleman in a suit like this. He said it's called Mr. Beidou from Juapon, Texas. They've also qualified to the Premier Division, and he wants me to go and play. Then I told him I'll stop. I won't play football again. He came on the third time. Then I told my father, "Hey guy, go. You pass Pong before our town before you go." That was the motivating factor. Makes me go. When I went there, and that was the turning point.
That's how your career revived.
Straight. The following year, Kotoko came for me, and wonderfully, Kotoko.
Which was this?
That was 78, exactly with Fukunti.
Yes. Fukunti was your playmate.
Yeah, was your playmate and his best friend up to today.
Oh wow!
He's even a brother now.
I see.
Yeah, yes. All what you see me doing, people might say or will tell you, I'm very tough, but not rough. Very, very tough. All is because of Fukunti. When you touch him, you touch me.
I see.
Yes. When you touch him, you touch me.
Oh wow.
Yes. So we all met there, and then we started our life. We were more than 60 then. So it was difficult for you even to play 2 matches continuously. I think he said something about it, but it wasn't too deep down.
Yeah. So what I had Opokunti on this show, he spoke about how it was difficult to get into the Kotoko team.
But you know that you are good. We were 17 that came, including Opokunti, from various clubs, captains and best.
Yeah, he told me he came from, was it Takwa United?
So he's called Takwa Pulu.
Yes.
So, and I was in Juapon. So Asasi was in Juapon.
Oh,
he made mention Asasi.
Yeah.
Yes, Asasi J.
Yeah.
He was even about to go to Hasselhoff. So when I was like weekend, I went to Nsawam. Then somebody came to me that is called Ajima. Yeah. And he's from Kotoko. And Sims there, you should come. And I said, Sims, he said. Then we went to Sims. Then he said, you want me to come and play for Kotoko? I said, Kotoko, I said, I'll play. I said, I'll play. So from then, when he gave me the little, I think 500 or 450. I can't. It was
those days, old money.
No, our salary was 350. 3 cities, 50 pesos. Not 350.
But those
3 cities, 50. And you can use that 3 cities.
Money.
Yes, you can use it even to pay your room rent. I tell you. So when we gathered there, the first thing they took us to West Region tour, West African tour. All of us. Our first match in Ghana was against Azakes. Oboguti scored a goal, 1 goal against Azakes.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So when we came back, Kotoko 1980, we lost only 1 game against Prisia Manchester, where Kwasi Appiah was then playing.
Yeah.
So after that, we brought him to Kotoko. So I'm his senior.
You are Kwasi Appiah senior?
I'm his senior.
At Kotoko?
At Kotoko, I'm his senior. Today, but Now he's my senior because he has been to the top coaching the national team, the senior national. So I've now come down for him to for me to be a junior. But originally, I'm a senior.
How would you describe the days at Kotoko like?
It was nice. It was fantastic. It was fantastic with Kwasi. The unity we are having and then continues to today. We see ourselves like brothers. From teammates to brothers. And then it was nice when we meet and then you are in between us and you are not part of the 80s. You will just ask him. We talk and laugh, remember the old days, blah blah blah. It's always nice we meet. That is why the legend association with Kotoko is vibrating.
It's very strong.
Very vibrating. I'm the vice president.
Vice president one. Yes. You bring everyone under one umbrella.
Yes. And I the platform.
Oh, I see.
It was Akopa. And it seems like only those in Kumasi benefit. So I decided then I'm going the WhatsApp way. And they all married the idea. And here we are today. More than 200 and something.
I see.
Seriously.
Oh, then that's actually a very great platform.
One of the best.
You talk about how Kotoko lost only one game in the 1980s.
Yeah.
But let me have an idea of just how good was this Kotoko team within that process. And how many years did you play for Kotoko?
Well, it was 1980 to 80, I think 86.
So.
And I left. Yes. So that year was only one year.
Oh, okay.
So I left to Kumapin.
Okay.
Yes, with Alan Jima.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So from Kumapin, then I went outside to play. But when I was in Kumapin, that was when I took my what do you call it, introduction coaching course.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I was playing. That was
so since the 80s.
88, under Coach Afrani and Ebetado.
The late coach Ebehado. Later Afrani.
Yes. I took the course before even went outside to play.
Did you go to the 1982 AFCON?
No, but I started and I got injured. So it was even in the news. 2 promising stars dropped. That was myself and Akwi McLean.
Oh, okay.
The 2 of us dropped due to injury.
Oh, okay.
But I was part of it.
How disappointing was it for you not to be part of that team?
No, at that time the value of national team wasn't too high like today. And sometimes they even call you to come to play for the national team, but you prefer to play for a club. Well, there's nothing valuable, there's nothing at stake. It's just like, look, when we started this, it was Kotoko who started the campaign. Has said no, they are not playing, and then it was Kotoko, and then Hazakes and Wise. 3 of us started this campaign before us came in. Because at that time, they don't add value to the national team issues.
But having won the AFCON in 78, 82 should be something that many people would be...
It depends on the leaders. You see, at that time, playing for your club is more enjoyable, more financially equipped than playing for the national team. What is in the national team? Nothing. Even people don't value the jersey like today. Now, we only saw the benefit after our generation. You want to ask them, what were they giving? It was handshake. If all Ghanaians would be like you, footballers, Ghana would have done better than what we are doing today.
Opoku Nti said, the president said, the only thing we can offer you is salute.
Yes, that's what he told us. It's a fact. And even when we won the 82, 83, the same thing he did to us. Salute. And you feel proud. That's salute. Look, I remember we were playing, is it an African Cup or one? When the national team is being sung, you see us, I mean, weeping for hearing the national team alone. It's not about money, it's about you serving your country. But today is money.
That's very interesting. Opoku also said the same thing. He said those days football was about the passion and the desire.
Passion.
It's now the...
No, but we've never regretted playing football. Because up to today, we are benefiting out of the football we play. We gave our all to the clubs we play, to the nation, and we are benefiting out of it.
Did you ever play in any major competition for Ghana? Any major tournament?
No, I played there.
What about the 84 AFCON in Boaké?
No, I didn't go. But it was to 84. Oh, okay. And that was when they packed left to Boaké. I remember very well. So you see, there were a lot of players during that time. You can even be invited to the national team. You just go there, sit down, eat, and come back home.
Wow.
Yes, because that time you don't have some sizable number. You can call all of us to go. And when you watch myself, Sedamti, Ofiansa, and then there's another guy in Weiss. Yeah. So we were manning the 2 and 3. So it wasn't easy, but you'll be called, you play. And that time competition is about 3-4, then maybe you play 2-3 matches, you are through. It wasn't like today you play a lot of matches for you. So it was. It's very difficult for you to play for the national team. So when you get even 2-3 calls, you are okay. We will look at it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. So when you look at Joya Lassa and Co, we were then very, very small. Very, around 20 or 21, like young boy like you, what are you going to do? But we were proud of ourselves when we were called.
You spoke about how you got into coaching very early. Why did you get into coaching that early?
It was engineered by Coach Sunday. Because he's still alive.
This current Ibrahim Sunday?
He was our coach.
Oh, wow.
So it was like any time he brought an idea, our impact make meaningful to what he sees. Okay. So he sees the quality in me, and he works with me anywhere he goes. So at the end of the day, he said, it's better or it will be good for me to be a coach. Then it was then that I did the introduction in 1988 under coach.
The later
with about 40 university students from Kumasi.
Oh, okay.
We had the same course at the same time. So that was the beginning of my education as a coach. So after I came back from playing outside, I gathered my community boys, and then we formed a club called Tough Guys. Why Tough Guys? The one who was sponsoring me, bring me booze, and was nicknamed Tough Guys. So I named the club Tough Guys, supported by Zongo Youth Association.
Oh, okay.
So they supported me to that level. So we qualified to the Middle League, and then against Max Bees. It was if Max Bees beat me, Kwabibri will not qualify. So it was like when I beat Max Bees, Kwabibri. So they promised me after we won the game, they gave me Kwabibri as a coach.
Oh, okay.
That was when I left his home to assume, and there was no light.
But you created your baby called Tough Guys. Why did you leave the Tough Guys?
Because it was a second division team. Now
that's your baby?
No, that's my baby, but I want to germinate. Yes, to another level. So because now I'm beginning to take the coaching seriously.
Oh, okay.
Then because I spent a lot, when I came back, the little money I had, even though I built, I use it in supporting the team. As I told you, together with my colleagues, the Zongo Youth Association, and I decided to go and then continue the job there because I know with Oyinba Charles, there's a big platform for me to progress. And seriously, he played a good role in my life as a coach. He allowed me to go all the courses that the GFA then. I did a lot of courses, a lot of certificates. Is there? A lot of good. So when I went to Kwabe, the very first year I qualified to Premier Division. Very first year. But because of lack of experience, I brought in Coach Ejepeli to come and help me. And Coach Eshentu came before I left. I was about to go to America. Then Coach Adi called me. I said, what are you doing? I said, I'm home. I've even been to the embassy once. I'm going for the. He said, no, you're not going. And that is the beginning of me staying.
What were you going to do in the US?
I was going to hustle.
You're going to hustle?
Yes. And then, but now, if you take me, I'll come back.
Then I'm thinking that you come back. But let's come back. You mentioned about playing abroad before coming. Which clubs did you play abroad?
No, it was, what do you call it?